What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with our SAO Rising Steel video. Today we got some new news in the game about the next event. I guess you could call it an event that we're going to be getting. I don't know if this was in the news last night. I try to read the news every day, but I think last night I forgot to read it. So if this was in here, I apologize for not covering it immediately. But let's go over it. We're finally getting this thing. It was teased in a live stream, I want to say about a month ago now. That we were going to be getting some kind of War of Underworld kind of like raid event type thing. So let's read what this is going to entail, because it looks like it's going to be coming pretty soon. So it's finally upon us, War of Underworld, starting either, so they don't even know yet, whenever it's going to be ready, essentially. So either end of January, early February of 2020, new raid event, War of Underworld, is scheduled to be made available. I'll be interested to see how this raid event works, because if it's anything like Tales of the Rays raid events, it'll just be like a community thing where we beat up, like the whole community beats up on an enemy, and whenever that enemy's health gets to 0 or you get a certain percentage amount of damage done, we get the next part of the raid. So it'll be interesting, because there's no guilds in this game yet, which if they do add guilds at some point, I will definitely work on making one for the community. Yeah, so we'll just have to see how that kind of goes. So let's go through this. So before War of Underworld will be available, we have the following 3 announcements. Okay. Collect special attack equipment, added event missions. A mission will be added to get the following accessories in the scenario event, a Bond Among Knights Dark Territory. Okay, so the one we already have, so they're going to add more missions to that. These accessories will come with a bonus for a raid event, War of Underworld. Okay. The mission is scheduled. Okay, so the mission starts tomorrow and goes till the 27th. So I'm guessing any point after the 27th is probably fair game for this raid event to start. In addition, exchange items and quest rewards will increase in value with each added mission. Okay? Nightshade Ring, Dark Element, great. I definitely want something for my newly awakened Kirito, which I will show you all in a second. I did max limit break Kirito since my last video. So max HP 55, 35 MP, and it's just increased Dark Elemental MP by 3%. Cool. And bonus effect will be announced when the event is available. So we don't know what it's going to do for the raid specifically yet, but we will soon. Some battle details. 3 kinds of element raid bonuses is scheduled to appear in raid event War of Underworld. Non-elemental, fire elemental, light elemental. So I assume these are the types you're going to need for this first raid event. So make sure you have some units leveled up of those 3 types if you can. Non-elemental, all 3 of these I'm actually, well, light elemental. Who do I have that's light? Other than, I'm probably extremely dumb. I probably should know exactly who I have that's light. This Asuna is light. No, let's go to support so I can see who I have in the light slot. Yeah. So Asuna is in my light slot. We also have Roni, so that'll be pretty nice. So I'm pretty set on all 3 colors for that. Sorry for the quick interruption there. I was just trying to think, what I had for that. So I do have 1 of each type at least. TSA is obviously my fire elemental unit, which I feel like fire element's probably going to be the next main banner. We're probably going to get some fire units. So whoever comes next will probably be fire oriented, because we have multiple of every other color. Essentially. Form a formidable party and prepare for the War of Underworld. And then the third thing is scout advantageous characters for the event. First time, oh. Well, who's on the banner? Okay. So I'm guessing, yeah, these are probably going to be the next, so it seems like for 3 weeks in a row, roughly, we are going to be getting these, like, short banners. I don't know if they're going to be new units, or if they're, because these may just be old units. Like, on 124, it may just be, okay, so, like, on 124, we might get a non-element banner where maybe 2 or 3 characters will be, have raid ups for it, which, for non-element, if you just count base units, we really only have Asuna. So they might throw that, when does that banner actually go away? Because the only other non-element I can think of are these 2. When does this go away? Oh, this would actually be perfect. 3 days. I mean, it would be weird for them to come back immediately. They're probably going to have new units, honestly. all 3 of these banners are probably going to have new units. So don't be dumb like me and summon on that guaranteed banner, which I don't regret doing, even knowing this information. I did a multi, and I actually got a Kirito, and I got a Yuki, which I used all 200 of those crystals on my Kirito. Because I haven't really used Yuki a lot lately, and Kirito was already at 90, so I just kind of wanted to max limit break him. Let's go back. Nope, not there yet. So yeah, so we're gonna have 3 banners over the course of like 2 weeks, it seems. So 124 to 129. So it's 5 days, 5 days, and 5. Okay, so every 5 days we're gonna have a new banner. I feel like these banners will have to either, they're probably just gonna be single character rate up. So if we go non-elemental, it'll probably be Asuna for the first one, presuming it's no new characters. Fire elemental would be Tiese, and then the light elemental would be the original Alice, right? She's a light element. I don't actually know. No, she's Earth, right? I think she's Earth, so I might be totally dumb. Or the Roni, I guess you could use the Roni. That would be fine. See, I keep getting the characters mixed up. Who's, like, what element between Earth and Light. So yeah, those would be the 3 if they add no new characters. But for all we know, each of these banners could have a brand new character, which this would be a perfect time, since this is, like, the War of Underworld, to introduce a summonable Fanatio, maybe a summonable Renly. I feel like Renly would be a wind attribute, though, so they probably wouldn't introduce him here. But I could definitely see a light elemental Fanatio being a thing. Fire... Oh! I've already figured... Okay, so Fanatio would be the light. The fire element would be the... what is his name? It's the Integrity Knight, Dusselbert. He would be the fire elemental, and I guess they could do a Berkuli, like a summonable Berkuli who's non-elemental. They could totally do that for all 3 of these. So, those could definitely be some characters we see here. Luckily, even though I just did that guaranteed 4-star summon, we do have the new Ordinal battle starting on Tuesday, so that'll be another 400, probably about, gems to get. So I'll be stacked up again for these banners when they come around, because I'll probably do the first time half off on all 3 of these. Because you never know, you might get lucky 1 out of 3, you might get one of the units. So let's see. So lastly, details for the new raid event War of Underworld are scheduled to be announced in the next couple of days. Stay tuned for more info. So we can kind of just have a look here. It looks like, is rank 123 the like max rank? Because they show rank 123 at the top left, but it looks like the bar is maxed out. So 123 might be the max rank right now. There aren't a lot of gacha games other than Fate Grand Order that I know of that don't have like a cap of like 999 for max rank. So that'd be interesting if that's the max rank right now, because then they would just cap you out at having 125 AP. Which I don't know if I'd really like that, but they haven't even translated this yet. This is literally just like raw pictures. Yeah, image above is event under development in Japanese. Okay, so we really don't know too much right here. But how I'm guessing this is probably going to work is probably kind of like I said, how Tales of the Rays works. It's a little different because obviously these, like, goblins or whatever, they have levels and they have health bars. So I assume it's just like every time you get it down to 0, the level of the goblin will probably increase, and we'll probably get global rewards. You know, for each one that gets taken down, everyone who plays the game will probably get rewards depending on, you know, what level the boss is at. But there will probably also be solo reward. This actually reminds me more of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. With the raid events that they have, you get rewards based on the damage that you do during the raid event, and you also get points based on the community total. So hopefully it's something like that. It looks like, okay, so there's like war points, so I assume that's going to work similar to how our BP works, where maybe like every like hour and a half maybe. I don't actually know what the rate is for the BP, but maybe like every hour and a half we get 1 war point back. I'm assuming WP stands for war point. And as you can see, right, I can't really tap on it. It doesn't show anything on the screen like it would over here, but where the question mark is inside of the actual cathedral to the left, there is a question mark tab, and then you see the 1.5 times multiplier. So I'm assuming, and then over here on the right, with this level 80 goblin, there's a 2x multiplier. So I'm guessing, depending on the fights you choose to do, you'll get multiplied amounts of points for taking stuff down or just doing damage in general. So it'll be very interesting to see what the rewards here are, what the, you know, it looks like there might be an exchange shop of some kind. Well, I don't see an exchange shop there, but I do see like a rewards tab at the top, and it looks like there may be some just overall rewards you can get. But other than that, guys, that is pretty much it for this war thing. I think this will be a cool thing to kind of do right now, because I'm not expecting them to add to the story mode yet. This is obviously going to be its own separate game mode. I assume it'll probably be an event. You'll probably just scroll down here, and it'll be down there somewhere. I'm not expecting them to add to the actual War of Underworld story mode past Chapter 12. At least until the anime starts back up again in April with the second half. Like, we might get the first half when the second half starts. Which we could get another, like, maybe like 6 chapters, something like that, with a bunch of in-between stuff. With stuff from the light novel, like they basically did with this right here. There's a lot of side stuff that obviously never happened in the anime. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think of this raid event down below. I'm pretty excited. I'll probably do a, well, obviously I'll do a video on it. I don't know how much there's going to be to do on it, because obviously you can only do 5 matches before it has to kind of reset everything, so it'll be very interesting to see. But anyways, guys, like I said, let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. We are 50 subs away, I think, from 1,000 subs. So let's try and kill that in 2020 here. Hopefully we can kill it in 2020. And that'll be it, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.